Thank you so much for speaking to me. This season is very explosive. And so, what I wanted to know, especially from you, was let's talk about boundaries because it was very interesting that was said on the show. Certain things that you felt was meant for private is now viewed on public. Do
Hmm.
you feel that boundaries were crossed this year? And if so, how do you deal with that from a mental standpoint?
Actually, that's an amazing question. I do believe that boundaries were crossed, but sometimes it's easy for a boundary to be crossed when you haven't set them yet.
Mhm.
So a lot of times when you don't have the necessary prior conversations, it's easy to have that line in the sand crossed because you didn't draw one. So we did have subsequent conversations. It didn't go as well as anticipated, but sometimes it just doesn't. And that's time to rebuild and work on your relationships and make them stronger and now have those outlined boundaries that you can adhere to because we're not children anymore. We've grown up per se on the television. It's been since what, 2009. We aired in 2011. Here we are at 2025, and we were still operating in that youth, and we have to now be adult Trina, adult Tamar, adult Tony, adult Towanda, and it's just it's eye-opening. It's eye-opening in regards to where are we in our relationship.
Do you feel that you held back a little bit from this season as in terms of what you wanted to say and how things were portrayed compared to last season? Was there a shift in kind of the goals that you wanted?
No, I won't say that, but I will say I do not believe that everything is for public consumption.
Right,
I think that some things are family business. Not to say, oh my gosh, this is a secret, a secret, a secret, but everything is not for everybody.
right. Understand. I do have to ask the cease and desist letter, clear it up. It was not sent by you. Was it sent by you? Do you know who sent it?
So you're asking very poignant questions about the show that hasn't been aired yet. And you're going to mess it up for everybody else.
Just a little tease like, hey, we discussed it.
I tell you what was the name of that song? I know you saw me on the sofa.
Right. It was me.
So,
Okay, I like that. So what I wanted to know for this season, what do you think that you finally was able to say that you wasn't able to say last season?
wow. One of the things that I said was I will not apologize. I am tired of being the person that says I'm sorry for something that I haven't done just to keep peace. That will 50-year-old Trina is not going to let that happen anymore, ever in her life.
Right. And the importance of therapy, what I really loved is how it was exposed, a continuation into this season. Can you talk about how that changed your life and just how you handle day-to-day operations, not even a show?
Well, I believe in therapy.
Hmm.
I believe in having an unbiased person to talk to out loud about all of your feelings. And sometimes when because during the show, it was like 196 pounds when we were filming. Let's be real.
Hmm.
But when you release yourself of the weight in your head, then you can start to release the weight that comes off of your body. I have noticed that I have been losing weight because I have been losing all that helmet head weight
Hmm.
inside of my head. So the process is twofold. It's about self care, and part of self care is definitely talking to someone. It doesn't have to be a therapist, it can be your pastor, it can be your best friend, someone that you trust with your feelings, because you can't trust everybody with your feelings.
Right.
Because you can share your feelings with someone. Next thing you know, your feelings are on social media, and they're your feelings. Like you do not have a right to disclose my feelings.
Right. I understand completely. Do you feel that everything is completed with the filming for this season? Do you feel looking back on it that your opinions have changed, especially when it came to family dynamics and the inclusion of Ashlee's statements?
Can you can you ask that question over again? I'm sorry.
Do you feel
Mm-hmm.
since filming
Mm-hmm.
is completed
Mm-hmm.
that your opinions have changed looking back on kind of the history with the sisters dealing with this season, and also the inclusion of Ashlee and her statement?
That's an interesting question. I have not spoken to Ashlee. She was even when she was here, I didn't know she was here. So
Mhm.
there was no reach out, and I feel like there should have been. But I think, and this is not about the network per se. It's about this is Trina's opinion, like you've asked. I
Mhm.
think that it was almost impossible. They did a great job as much as they could, but it was almost impossible to encapsulate everything that everyone needed to see in only 8 episodes.
What do you wish that fans did get to see about your life for this season?
Oh, that's a good one too. I like you. Um, I hope the fans see growth in me. And I think based on the questions that you're asking me, I want them to see that same kind of growth in me that you have.
Right.
And that means a lot because, back in the day when we first started, oh, it was party girl Trina. Oh, it was, Trina, the one who just is just so meek and mild and will just take anything for what it is. But that Trina has gone away.
Right.
And only this Trina remains. And I like this one.
Thank you so much for speaking to me. I like this version as well. So thank you so much, and I look forward to the season.
Thank you, Dana. I appreciate you.
Thank you.